Most people think being articulate means speaking fast, using impressive words, or never pausing. But the truth is, the most articulate people you've ever listened to probably speak slower than everyone else in the room. They pause. They choose simple words. They don't rush to fill silence. And because of that, every word they say lands. Being articulate is not about sounding smarter than others. It's about making others understand you without effort. And the reason most people struggle with this is not because they're not intelligent. It's because they've never learned how to organize their thoughts before they speak. Psychology shows that clarity in speech is directly tied to clarity in thinking. So if you've ever felt like your mind is full of ideas, but your words come out messy, rushed, or incomplete, this isn't a flaw. It's a skill you were never taught. And once you understand how it works, you can communicate more clearly than 99% of people. The first reason is this: you're trying to speak faster than you can think. Research indicates that when we feel pressure to respond quickly, our brain prioritizes speed over structure. That's why your sentences feel scattered. You jump from one idea to another, hoping the other person will get it. But they don't. And then you walk away thinking, I knew what I wanted to say. Why didn't it come out right? Now think about someone who speaks clearly. They don't rush. They allow their thoughts to fully form before they speak, even if there's a small pause. And that pause is not awkward. It's powerful because it shows control. So instead of trying to respond immediately, allow yourself a second of silence. That small delay gives your brain time to organize. And suddenly, your words feel more intentional. The second reason is this: you're trying to say everything at once. Psychology shows that the brain processes information better when it's broken into simple, structured parts. But when you speak, you might try to include every detail, every thought, every explanation, all in one sentence. And it becomes overwhelming, not just for the listener, but for you too. That's when you lose your train of thought. Instead, articulate people simplify. They take one idea and express it fully before moving to the next. For example, instead of saying, I think the reason I felt that way is because of what happened earlier, and also because I was already stressed, and maybe it reminded me of something. They say, I felt that way for 2 reasons. First, I was already stressed. Second, it reminded me of something from earlier. Same idea. But now, it's clear, structured, easy to follow. Clarity is not about saying more. It's about saying less, in a better way. The third reason is this: you're afraid of sounding wrong. Research indicates that fear of judgment disrupts cognitive flow. When you're worried about how you sound, your brain splits its attention. Part of you is thinking about your idea. The other part is monitoring how you're being perceived. And that creates hesitation, overthinking, and broken sentences. You start correcting yourself mid-sentence, or adding unnecessary words to sound more acceptable. But here's the shift. Articulate people are not always perfect. They're just comfortable being slightly imperfect. They allow their thoughts to come out naturally, without over-editing every word, because they know clarity comes from flow, not perfection. So instead of trying to sound perfect, focus on being understood. That alone will make your speech more natural and more powerful. The fourth reason is this: you haven't trained your mind to think in structure. Psychology shows that our thoughts are often abstract and unorganized. They come as feelings, images, fragments, not clean sentences. That's why it feels easy to know something in your mind, but hard to explain it out loud. Articulate people don't just speak differently. They think differently. They naturally organize their thoughts into simple patterns, like what happened, why it matters, what I think about it, or point 1, point 2 conclusion. And because their thoughts are structured, their speech becomes clear. You can practice this in everyday conversations. Before you speak, quickly ask yourself, "What's my main point?" Then say that first. Even if everything else isn't perfect, that one clear idea anchors your message. The fifth reason is this: you underestimate the power of simple language. Research indicates that people trust and understand simple communication more than complex wording. But many people think using complicated words makes them sound smarter. In reality, it creates distance. It makes your message harder to follow, and it weakens your impact. The most articulate people use the simplest words possible, not because they lack intelligence, but because they respect clarity. Think about it. Which sounds more powerful? "I was experiencing a significant amount of emotional distress," or "I was overwhelmed." The second one hits immediately. No confusion, no effort. Clarity is connection. And simple words create that connection faster than anything else. So instead of trying to sound impressive, aim to sound clear, because clarity is what people remember. At the end of the day, being articulate is not about changing who you are. It's about removing the noise that hides your thoughts. You don't need a bigger vocabulary. You don't need to speak faster. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to slow down, simplify, and trust your thoughts enough to express them clearly. And if you've ever felt like you're bad at explaining things, you're not. You've just been trying to do it without a system, but now you have one. So the next time you speak, take a pause. Say one idea at a time. Keep your words simple, and let your thoughts breathe. Because your voice, when it's clear, has more power than you think. And if this helped you see yourself differently, subscribe for more insights like this. Because understanding your mind changes everything.